his death. They'd gotten what they wanted. But I would bring him back. I didn't care that it was impossible, that at the very least it was forbidden, that if I succeeded, the gods might just smite me for my audacity. Throwing back my head, I screamed, pulling every drop of power to me. I had so little left, and yet I took it from every part of my soul. And when there was nothing left, I took more. Agony raged through me. And for the barest moment, Lorien's presence was next to me once more. "Let go," he whispered. And there was so much love in those two words that it suddenly felt as if my chest were being crushed. I didn't let go. I dug deeper. I pulled harder. I pictured Lorien's soul re-entering his body, pictured the tiny shattered pieces of him reforming. The hourglass heated, as if even the ancient artifact were screaming at me to stop. Pain burst through my head, dropping me to my knees. Gritting my teeth, I held on. He didn't get to leave me. He didn't. Blood poured from my nose, leaked from my ears. It wasn't working. Still, I held on. "In every life, Wildcat, no matter what happens, you hold on to that. It's you and me in every life." I bared my teeth and shoved everything I had into defying the laws of nature and the gods. In every life, Lorien. Chapter 1. Prisca. Pieces of Lorien hung in the air, the glacial statue of his body like a shattered vase, frozen at the moment of impact. I'd lost so much, over and over, but I couldn't lose him, couldn't endure this. It would break me into pieces just as small as the icy shards I stared at now. So I clutched my hourglass until my hand ached and continued to claw at my power with everything I had. The edges of my soul began incinerating, tiny pieces turning to ash and drifting away. Blinking away the blood dripping from my eyes, I focused on my mate. Finally, one single second slipped backward, and then another. The edges of my vision dimmed. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think, but I used my magic like a rope tying me to him. And I held on. I couldn't fail him. I refused. But a strange, dizzying rush swept through my body, and two women were suddenly standing just footspans away, on the ship, their features eerily similar to mine. A sob rattled my chest. The woman on the left. If not for the faint lines around her eyes, we might have been twins. Once I'd hated Ysara for not showing me her face. Now, I knew I saw it each day in the mirror. This was my mother, my real mother. Some part of me had hoped she'd made it out of that house the night I'd disappeared, that she was alive somewhere. I hadn't realized until now how foolishly I'd clung to that hope. Letting go of it hurt. The woman standing next to her also looked at me with eyes the exact same color as mine, but those eyes were old and wicked, the smile playing around her mouth suggesting she knew the secrets of the world and was unimpressed by them. This was the woman who had used her power to age her enemies, the one who had lashed out in her last moments, turning Aprotha's capital into the cursed city. My grandmother. My mother reached out her hand as if to stroke my cheek, but no warmth radiated from her skin. I would never know her touch. "Let go, Nalera. This is forbidden for a reason." Her voice was soft, gentle. "I can't." Her eyes filled with such grief my chest clenched. "I love him. I'm sorry." My grandmother's mouth curved. "Let the child choose her own fate, just as we did." Both of them were dead. Was that a warning? I continued to pull my power to me, And my grandmother laughed, glancing.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.